Prophet Hanna is crossing the desert visual with a trumpet and all that, and Jewish women are behind her, quietly following along. They're being polite because she changed Jerusalem in 2009. That was witnessed by Petit, by the way, which was her former employer. But you have to understand, they didn't know anything, and she was mentally ill. So, like, visualize something mentally ill crossing a desert in visual, and Jewish women following. It was just, and she might make it funny right now, but there was nothing funny. That funny is the devil's sludge in her. It's the mental illness in her. Today, it's only a piece of history. Here comes Godzilla. Hannah's overpowering her now. They took that desert walk and took it a different route, which is okay with Hanna. You know, if they want to go that route, they can. But in the end, it's still Hanna. The generator, the only person who's generating is the authentic Hanna. Like, you got to look at who is generating. Because of a contract, they thought it belonged to them. She became the thief. But it's an illusion. It's not a thief because of a thief. It's a thief because of a contractual thing. It makes a big difference in the story. But the way they work in the caste system is very simple. Your mother was net worth 100 million, and that's what you're going to be net worth at, and that's it. We'll boost you to that amount, or we'll reduce you. Who says we want India's caste system in the Americas? That's the number one, which creates another journal, the Real Evolved Journal, or boosts it. We don't want that shit in Canada. You know, take your caste system and go somewhere else. We don't want it. And first of all, you're forgetting something. That Ottoman stamp collection, which is in a accordion box, which is really, really big, belonging to my grandfather, giving it to me, who gave it to me, was worth 10 million at the beginning of the story. It's probably worth 100 million right now. You took it upon yourself to go into someone's home, just like you did, because they thought I was the thief. Well, let's say, assume I am the thief. What about my grandmother and my grandparents or my mother? They're the thief too? Yes, she stole from Jews. What did she steal? She stole a sparkly little keychain. Well, I told you, she was, you could put a fur coat in a sparkle. She'll take the sparkle. We can't control mentally ill. It's not eye-to-eye concept. And your fraud is a bigger fraud. Hanna gets it corrected. But all these things are, again, a piece of history. So am I a gypsy? Because I need clarification now. Because I can assure you, there's another picture to this. You remember how they took the more petite blondes and mixed them with gypsies in Trakia, what we call Trakia, which is north of Istanbul, about 3-4 hours north in Bulgaria. You remember how you mixed them in? That's because Trakia, even which is like Dracula's, there's a little trans highway, former homeland, let's say, that whole territory there, which is probably a Jack the Ripper, very violent, sucking on poor humans' bloods. The area known as Trakia, north of Istanbul,